I'm Dr. Jamie. A question that I often get asked by people is, how do I know if I need to see a psychologist? For many people, the decision to seek help is not one that is taken lightly. It takes great courage to face one's difficulties head on. Sometimes though, people are unsure about whether or not the problems that they're facing require the assistance of a psychologist. Some things to keep in mind that might help you in making that decision are, firstly, recognising that everyone has a limit to how much stress and adversity that they can cope with. When we've reached the end of our limits, then it will begin to affect our mental and quite often our physical health as well. Our friends and loved ones are quite often able to see through our blind spots much better than we can. So certainly if you've had friends, loved ones, people that know you well, express worry or concern about your well-being, then it's important to acknowledge that. If you've noticed any recent changes in the way that you think, if your thoughts have become quite negative, if you've had changes in the way that you feel, if you're feeling quite stressed and overwhelmed and just not really coping with life, and if you've had changes in your behaviour, for instance, if you've started to withdraw more and more from people, especially if you're usually quite a social person, or if you've had any significant changes in performance at work or in your study, these are all indicators as well that your mental health might be beginning to get on top of you. We know that some psychological problems can get better on their own without any intervention whatsoever. This is the case in some mild forms of depression, but for many other problems, they can get worse if left untreated, and sometimes even create secondary problems, as we find with a lot of the anxiety disorders. If you're still unsure about where to from here, a good next step to take is to book an appointment with your GP. Let them know at the time that you're wanting to speak to them about your mental health, and they'll be able to talk to you about sort of some next steps, and let them know as well if you're wanting to see a psychologist, and they can tell you more about that process as well. So I hope that information has been useful. I hope it's been of some help. If you have any questions or would like to make a booking, please feel free to get in touch with me via my website at www.drjamie, that's drjamie.com.au.